Today, in the Obamacare ruling, the Supreme Court came up with this stupid decision that basically says that the ink that Congress uses to write laws are not necessarily dry by the time it gets to them at the Supreme Court. In other words, they can subjectively change the wording of the law based on how they feel about it and also based on how the writers intended the law to be used. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that makes absolutely no sense to me, and it is a very dangerous proposition. In the past, the Supreme Court has adjudicated poorly on a lot of different things. I'll give you a couple examples. One is in 1857, they said that there are no rights that a black man assumes to have that a white man needs to respect. It took 100 years to get rid of that stupidity. In 1896 in Plessy versus Ferguson, the Supreme Court says that accommodations for the different races need to be separate but equal. Obviously they were separate, but obviously they were not equal. It took 80 years to get rid of that filth. In 1927, the Supreme Court says that the states have a right to not allow certain people to marry if their offspring were going to create degenerate offspring. And in addition to that, the state could institutionalize people they believed needed to be sterilized. Not a joke. Sterilized. Forcibly sterilized. It took Nazism and 6 million Jews to be killed before that stuff went away. It took 50 years before that fell out of favor. In 2012, the Supreme Court says, yes, it's okay that the federal government can tax your money, and then you can take your after-tax money, put it into your bank account, and once it's in your bank account, the federal government can then tell you how to spend your after-tax money. And the first thing they want you to spend it on is health insurance. And now, the Supreme Court says that they can go in and rewrite laws subjectively on their own opinion or based on the opinion of the crafters of the law if those crafters were stupid enough to write an improper law. Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone into some very, very scary territory. How long is it going to take for Americans to get out of this mode of thinking that our judges can rewrite laws? When are they going to stop looking at laws subjectively? And when are they going to start looking at laws based on the United States Constitution?